not a very good dancer. You can see that. Incidentally, after that was done, my father gave me the best advice on how to deal with that.
And that is?
That is, you have to keep pouring hot water on yourself.
There was also a story that you were supposed to play Lal Singh Chaddha.
I had tested for it, yes.
My God. And here you were doing another film.
Yeah, no, I tested for it in 2018. It didn't work out. But in fact, that was the test that Siddharth sir and Adi sir had seen before. And I think they called me
Correct.
having seen that. I think my publicist would have liked me too.
Just to fill me, just to fill me.
I'm going to take you back to the year 2000. Kaho Na Pyar Hai had released, and it was the launch of Rakesh Roshan's son, Hrithik Roshan. The release was a phenomenon. Everybody wanted to be Hrithik Roshan. The year now is 2024. I'm talking to another son, but it's been a very different release. It's a release which has been quieter. It's called Maharaj. It's streaming on Netflix, and I'm talking about Junaid. Hi, Junaid. Welcome to Just to Film Me.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. I want to ask you, was there any different plan for this launch? Because we have never seen a launch that has been this quiet.
I don't know, yeah. It's something that, some marketing and publicity is something that Yashraj and Netflix,
Take
it's
care
their
of.
domain. I know very little about it. So I defer to their better judgment.
Correct. But I remember there was a strategy in place, or maybe it fell into place without even a trailer. I remember just a poster that dropped. And उसके बाद फिल्म को थोड़ा सा वक्त लगा बाहर आने में. Because of many reasons, and we know all of those. Do you think that at any point gave you any nerves? Because, you know, it can't be easy on anybody whose first ever film is going to come out that it's been delayed.
I think we were all a bit on edge, especially when the release got pushed one night before. But we'd had a bunch of press screenings, and Siddharth sir had invited some of his close industry friends for a couple of screenings as well. And we got a lot of positivity from those people who had already seen it. So I think that gave us a lot of hope.
Hope, yeah, absolutely. It's interesting that, you know, we're sitting and doing these interviews. I'm curious to know from you that as someone who has a little bit more, you know, I think reach with people around who work in the same business, was there ever a media training that you undergo for interviews? How does it happen? Or do they just throw you into the deep end saying, aaj interviews hai?
No, I have not had any media training. I think my publicist would have liked me too. But I mean, film came out, I was already shooting for something else. I don't think at that point there was the time for it.
Correct.
And I don't know, we'll see.
It's happening right now. So.
Yeah, I think the media training is.
Yeah,
I'm going to learn on the job.
No, I think it's great, right? Because ultimately, this is a part of the rigmarole of being an actor. And I do want to ask you, what is the best thing yet about being an actor for you? And what is the one thing that you did not imagine you would need to do as an actor?
One thing I did not imagine I'd need to do as an actor. Well, I mean, I have seen my father through a 40-year career, so I kind of know what goes into it. But I think the best part about being an actor is that you, it's the best human study. You get to explore different characters and different lives. And that can be a lot of fun.
I can imagine. While playing Karsan Das, I think there were so many scenes that truly will never leave me. But there's a particular scene where you literally yell, standing in the pouring rain, and Jaideep standing right there. Take us back to that scene. Us din kya hua tha, kuch yaad hai?
Yeah, that was that was a tough day of shoot. We were shooting, I think, this was the third night in a row that we were shooting in the rain. And I had thought, "Haan, theek hai, we're shooting in the rain, but in Bombay, which is not a cold place, so it'll be fine." But I think I had not expected that after 3 nights of being wet for 12 hours straight, that I would be really cold.
Correct.
And there's nothing you can do about it because you can't dry up because
Continually.
no, because the minute the rain machines come back on, you're going to be wet.
Wet again.
You can't spend 20 minutes drying up for not being dry at all because you go
Correct.
straight back into being wet. So you're basically wet the whole night. So it was it was a tough day of filming. It is a tough scene.
Yeah.
There are lots of things. So it's a scene that's a bit heightened in that sense. In
course.
real life, that scene would never have happened. So you don't really have reality as a guide.
Yeah.
In those conditions, you actually, like, Jaideep could barely hear what I was saying. I could definitely not hear what he was saying.
And you still have to just hold. Like, I get it.
So so it was a challenging day of shoot. But I think Jaideep sir's understanding of character is fantastic. His understanding of graphing of scenes is great. I think Siddharth sir knew what he wanted and knew how to get what he wanted. So I think it turned out more or less okay.
I like that scene, which is why I talked about it. Also, you're very lucky, Junaid, because that scene, you're yelling at Jaideep. You're not dancing in the rain. Imagine if that was a rain song.
Yeah, no. Rain. Incidentally, after that was done, my father gave me the best advice on how to deal with that.
And that is?
That is, you have to keep pouring hot water on yourself. So you can't dry up.
Oh, wow.
So you keep a bucket of hot water and between takes, just pour hot water on yourself.
And you did not know this before?
Did not know it, did not think of it.
Aamir Khan, family होने का क्या फायदा है Junaid?
Exactly. No, but that's the thing. He's very good with advice that is specific. Shooting in the rain is really cold. How do you solve that problem? You'll have the solution.
Thanks, Dad. I know this about, I've read a lot and I come in knowing very well that there's been all of these stories that, उनको पता नहीं था कि आप ये फिल्म कर रहे थे, उन्होंने स्क्रिप्ट नहीं पढ़ी थी, वो कभी सेट पे नहीं आए and all of that. But there's got to be something that...
नहीं, उन्होंने स्क्रिप्ट पढ़ी थी.
Yeah.
He knew the film was happening.
Thank God. Let's just get this clear, guys.
Yeah, no. He had read the script. He knew the film was happening. In fact, he came on set the first day of shoot with my grandparents. They wanted to come, so he brought them on first day of shoot. After that, he didn't come.
After that, he didn't.
No, after that, he was shooting his own film.
Of course. And that film was Lal Singh Chadda.
Yes.
Oh my God. There was also a story that you were supposed to play Lal Singh Chadda.
I had tested for it, yes.
Oh my God. And here you were doing another film.
Yeah, no, I tested for it in 2018. It didn't work out. But in fact, that was the test that Siddharth sir and Adi sir had seen before. And I think they called me
Correct.
having seen that.
With Maharaj, your family gets to see you and all of us get to see you for the first time on the screen. Do you remember the first time you saw your father on the screen? What film was it? I really need to know. Was it Rang De Basanti?
No, that was much before that.
Much later, yeah. That was 2006.
That was much later. I was, I think, 13 when Rang De Basanti came out. I have a very vague memory of seeing Ishq.
Oh my God.
Yes. And not being happy about it and crying through the show and wanting to leave or some such thing. It's a very, very vague memory.
I can imagine. Because we have grown up with these movies.
Yeah.
And I think one of my favorite performances of him is Rangila, where he played Munna. Do you have a favorite? And I know you said Rang De Basanti. Is that your favorite performance of him?
It's my favorite film. I think my favorite performance would be Talash.
What a fantastic choice.
Yeah.
There is something about you and your presence as an actor on the screen What do you attribute it to? When you look at yourself, have you watched the film first of all? Let's start with that.
Yeah, of course.
आपने महाराज देखी?
जी बिल्कुल.
Netflix पे देखी या screenings में देखी?
उससे पहले देखी. Netflix पे मैंने नहीं देखी है. We had a cast and crew, I think 2 days before the release. That was the last time I saw the entire film. I've seen it once or twice before.
Are you critical about yourself on the screen? What was the one thing that you thought, oh man?
No, lots of things. That scene in the rain, I did think could have been better.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. In terms of the performance?
In terms of the performance, yes. Yes, I think so. A couple of things going on. Chunks of it were cut, so the graph was a bit odd. A lot of it had to come in edit because it was a tough day of shoot. So that was one scene. Not a very good dancer. You can see that.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah,
which is why you're very
if
lucky.
You're not, yeah. And Vaibhavi ma'am has made sure you don't notice that.
You don't see it. Yeah, but do you find that hard to dance?
Yeah, I'm not a very good dancer.
How are you going to deal with
It
it?
is tough. Well, it's something you have to keep working at. I mean, that's it with everything, right? You have to keep working and keep working at things, and then you get better at them.
So let's get this straight. You don't have a six-pack right now.
No,
Do you like going to the gym?
not particularly, but I don't mind it. I enjoy doing it.
You don't mind. You're not a particularly good dancer,
No.
and yet you are working in the movies in India.
Yes. Although in Maharaj, I was pretty close to a six-pack. I had
You
lost
were.
a lot of weight.
Yeah,
I mean, my trainer was most upset. He watched the film and then he called me and he was like, "We worked so hard and yet there is not even one shirtless scene of you. What is wrong?" I was like, "Dude, have you seen the film?
Ek body
Where
shot.
would you put that in?"
Suddenly, Carson takes off his.
Yeah, he was like, "Just put it anywhere."
He's getting ready for court the next day.
Yeah.
Then he takes off his shirt, his kurta. Which brings me to, यार तुम social media पे भी नहीं हो जुनैद. ये कैसे? Who are you? Like, you're an anomaly. I hope you know that right now.
I don't know about that. It was never something that excited me. It never happened. I mean, when I was in college, I think I'd gotten a Facebook page because, I mean, everyone had them. But that was also a different time of social media. Social media was then not what it is now. Talking about like 12 years ago, 13 years ago.
Yeah.
And then when that whole Instagram thing came about, it never kind of
Appeal to you.
appealed. I don't know.
Yeah. Fair. I mean, we miss you there. That's all I want to say. If you ever come back, we're going to be waiting. But it's interesting because I feel that, around you have people like Imran, for example, who took a conscious break and then came back to social media, and now everyone's like, "Lotao Imran," and it's a lot of fun, and we're very happy about that. You've seen so many people around you probably have highs and lows. What does it leave you with any teachings that you can, what do you make of this, like this business itself? It can consume you, right?
It's a tough business, but I think all businesses are tough businesses. I don't think what you do is easy either.
Thank you.
So yeah, it is. I think no job is easy. Every job has its own peculiarities, their own challenges. Yeah, and I think I'm also fortunate to come from like a family who's seen it all, been through it all.
Correct.
They're very supportive. And they keep it real. So yeah, I think that's obviously helpful.
Absolutely. Let's go back to that shirtless scene that should have been there. That should have been there.
No, there was no space. Look, that was not the point.
Of course. But
What had happened was actually Adi Chopra was like, "I want to see jawline, so make sure that..."
Oh!
Because I had lost some weight already.
Correct,
I was
correct.
looking about what I am now.
Correct.
And then when the film was happening, he was like, "I want to see jawline." Now, to get to that, then there are other things also that
हाँ भाई, वो
your
सिर्फ
body
jaw तो
changes.
नहीं होता ना.
Your body changes in other ways as well.
और क्या jawline है?
That was the.
जरा आप ये पोस्टर देखिए. Ting, it'll come on the screen. What is this jawline? No, but Jaideep had a chance to post about it on social, where he put up a photo of before and after, and his transformation for the film Maharaj. What has your relationship with weight been? Because we've seen photos of you when you've been papped, when you were not this size. Was it hard for you?
It was.
Khana bahut pasand hai?
No, yeah, I love food. But no, actually, I think I lost about 24 or 25 kilos across like 2 years. Papa's worked with some of the best people in the industry for like dietitians and trainers, so that helps.
100%.
There's a lot of knowledge base there.
Yeah.
I had the luxury of time to do it slowly, so then you don't have to be as intense about it.
Correct.
Jaideep started to do it in 5.5 months.
Correct.
I took 2 years.
Good.
So then you can be more relaxed and moderate about it.
Correct.
And then we shot the film about 3 years ago. After that, the weight started creeping back because there was no film work with producers who are all as particular about jawline. So some of it is creeped back. Now let's see.
You know, there are a
Let's
lot of these
figure it
stories
out.
about you that I've read, you know, that talk about वो ऑटो लेकर आए थे, you know, ये जो I don't know
find
why.
it surprising that people find it surprising. It is. If you're going from Bandra to Andheri, the most efficient way of traveling is by rickshaw.
That's true. That's true. But the truth is that it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen in our industry where, you know, everyone's, you know, papa ki pari, para, whatever, and they're asked to take these cars and go. So I think that's why it's got the attention of people. I just want to ask you, how do you keep it so real? Because you have everything that, you know, at your disposal.
Yeah, of course.
Then?
It's the most efficient way of traveling.
That's all it is.
Yes. I don't want to be stuck in traffic. You get a car, then you have to hire a driver. Then maintaining staff is a whole different kettle of fish altogether. And Bombay is a city that is so efficient to travel in.
True.
Without a car. In fact, I would say that it is much easier to get around without a car. I don't worry about parking, about traffic.
I love it. You make it sound like, you know, you're one of us.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's no better way of. It's not even like a city where you can't get around, like where it's not safe or where rickshaws are tough to get, taxis are tough to get.
You think that's going to change after Maharaj? You think it has changed already?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
You can still walk out and
No,
eat.
absolutely. In
Pani
Bombay-
puri खा सकते हो.
In Mumbai, nobody cares.
तो जुनैद तुम कह रहे हो कि इस वक्त तुम बाहर जाके पानी पूरी खा सकते
बिल्कुल मैं आज रिक्शे से आया यहाँ पे
हो. ये इंटरव्यू के लिए ये आदमी रिक्शे में आया है. कैसे क्या बात? Is he lying?
No, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Because I mean it is the most efficient way of traveling.
This beautiful rishta with rickshaws. I'll take you back.
No, I mean if I'm going to town, then yeah, I'll take a train or a taxi. In fact, I was shooting in Dahisar, and production was sending me a car because it's technically outside of
The city, yeah.
the city. And like it was a few days, so we did the whole car thing, and then I think on the last day it was the vote counting day.
Correct.
So the Western Express Highway was closed. So they were like, you have to leave like 3 hours early because I was like, no, do one thing, just send the car to the station east to Mira Road East. I'll take a train. I'll be there in 40 minutes.
I agree with you, but do you think you'll be able to keep that up?
We'll see. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll never know right now.
I have no way of telling you whether I'll be able to keep that up right now.
Where do you get this from? If you had to think about it, like this sort of no fuss about yourself, it's very unlike the others in the same time and space as you. Where does that come from?
I don't know. I guess like my probably be my upbringing. I guess mom was always mom and dad actually were always they always wanted us to be comfortable in any environment. I think that was the general goal. And yeah, I think probably that was it.
Was it important for you all to grow up as normal children? And what is normal, really?
Yeah, what is
It's a
normal? I
terrible
was
word.
gonna be like, isn't everybody normal? I think everybody. Yeah, I think everybody is normal in that sense. Yeah, I don't know how to. I don't know any other upbringing to compare it with, so
I
it's
can imagine.
difficult to
To say.
say.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very difficult to say.
But what are you most grateful for being who you are today? Like, are you glad that you can take that train and eat that pani puri and take a rickshaw?
I'm sure everybody can take a train and eat a pani puri and.
Some
take
people
a
can't,
rickshaw.
Junaid. Please, let me tell you that. Some people cannot. I'm not taking names.
No, I'm sure everybody can. The first time maybe may take you some getting used to. The first time I took a train, I couldn't get down in Bandra and I ended up in Andheri.
Oh, wow. This is the rite of passage. अगर आप बॉम्बे आएंगे, ये तो होना ही है
Yeah,
आपके साथ.
because I thought that okay, it comes after Dadar. So when Dadar crossed, and then
तब मैं उठूंगा.
तब मैं उठा. And I was coming back from college in Churchgate, and I thought, yeah, Dadar is gone. It's the evening, so it was
Correct.
busy, but it was a first-class compartment. So I got off after Dadar, and I'm like, yeah, I need to get out there. No, and
gonna
I
go.
also didn't realize that the people standing there didn't want to get off.
No.
So I'm just standing there.
We're just standing
and
there.
then the Bandra comes and I'm like, I need to go. He's like, you had to tell us this before. Dude, I'm getting off now. but the people were really sweet because, I mean, we were college kids and so they were
Correct.
really sweet. They were like, look, you're not going to be able to get off right now.
Correct.
Get off at Andheri. The platform across is the train that's going back in the other way. Just get on that and then you can get off at Bandra.
Correct.
But make sure you check with people ahead of you if they're
Haan.
getting off or not. Because if they're standing there, does not necessarily mean they're getting
She's
off.
like, I know this.
And I ended up in
That's
Andheri.
amazing.
So
Thank you for sharing this. I think we've had a moment here.
I think this has happened to like most people
Everybody,
the first time. they
hard
get the
relate,
train.
guys. Hard
yeah,
relate. चल रहा है यहाँ
at
पे.
least for Bombay, like Mumbaikars, it's
Correct.
a thing, I think.
Absolutely.
But so yeah, the first couple of times doing any of these things will take some getting used to, but then it's fine.
Is there a film that you'd like to really be a part of, like already, that is around you, that you know is being made?
I'm already a part of 2 films.
There's one with Sai Pallavi.
One with Sai Pallavi, produced by Aamir Khan Productions. One with Phantom. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to those. I'm on stage again September 1st.
That's fantastic.
the
Tell us a
NC
little bit more about the theatre side.
At the NCPA Experimental Theatre. It's a play called Strictly Unconventional. We opened it 2022, I think.
So we can come see you on the
Please,
stage.
September
That's
1st.
amazing. That's amazing. Do you think that there will be, there is a long way to go, 100%. But do you think that today, after like 2 weeks of Maharaj being on OTT, are you glad that this is the film that you chose to lead with?
Yeah, I think so. But I think I've always been glad this was a film that I had the opportunity to be a part of. It was great fun making the film. It was like a really...
Period film.
Yeah, no, it was also a very happy and positive crew. We had some fantastic technicians. Siddharth sir runs a very happy set, a relatively stress-free set. I mean, film sets are very high-stress environments generally. So we had a lot of fun making it. I've got to work with some fantastic actors. I mean, Jaideep sir obviously, but like
Correct.
all the others as well. Even small parts had great actors.
There's a fun segment we're going to end this interview with. It's called Thoughts and Feelings.
Okay.
I know normally people do like rapid fire. No, it's not rapid. It's not fire. Okay. It's called Thoughts and Feelings.
Okay.
We'd love to hear Junaid's thoughts and feelings about the following things.
Okay.
Media interviews.
I'm finding them unique now, but let's see how long that lasts.
After this one, you find it unique?
No,
or
generally,
Okay.
because I've done like in the last week, I've not done them before. So
Correct. So they're new.
They're new.
Awesome. Social media.
I'm not really in my spectrum of.
At all.
Yeah, it's not really. I still have my Facebook account. It's still there somewhere.
Junaid, her mum's on Facebook. Keep quiet. She's still there. She's still there. I'm like, why are you there, mom? Like, get up, get out of
It's
it.
still there somewhere. I
Yeah.
don't, not really user.
Correct. Fair enough. The nepotism debate. Have you had time to think about it? Does it affect you, impact you?
It's a reality. The privilege that I come from is a reality. It's not something that I can shy away from. It's not something I cannot use.
I can't not use.
You can't not use. It just exists.
Correct.
I mean, I've had people asking me that you don't use your father's influence. I said, I don't have to use it. It exists. It exists everywhere. It exists all around me. And there's no way I can not use it. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing I can, even like the comparisons, they'll all just exist. So you have to like live with them.
Paps? Paparazzi?
Yeah, no, I know what PAP stands for.
Look at me saying, what?
I know what PAP stands for.
Are they fun to you? Are they fun with you? Because they say a lot of fun things.
Yeah, no, they're quite sweet.
They called Rihanna also. Hey, Rihanna Didi.
Yeah,
I love them. So,
No, they're very sweet. They're very encouraging also.
what do they say to you? I'm so curious.
No, I mean, they called me. I had this one. I was on stage at the Prithvi's play called Shikhandi. I was still in makeup, and then I don't know why the Paps. I think somebody else had come to watch that show, so they were. And normally Paps don't come inside Prithvi, even if they're there outside.
Correct.
The main gate. So
Yeah, Kunal killed them.
yeah, he's not.
He's not happy about
Not happy about that. But I was still in makeup. So I was like, let me go get out of makeup and come back. Then they're like, they finished their filming, and then I went, I'm going to wait for that. We got my
They're like, no.
like, no.
हम ऐसे ही छापेंगे आपकी photo. Oh God. Dancing in the movies.
I'm a terrible dancer. But it's practice. It's a skill that needs to be
करना
learned.
पड़ेगा तो करेंगे.
It is a skill that needs to be learned, and even for stage, you need to be able to do at least a little bit of it.
Correct.
Yeah, it's practice. I'll get there eventually.
Today, since it's a very special day, it's Guru Dutt's birth anniversary. I'd love to know if you have any thoughts and feelings about Guru Dutt.
One of the pioneers of the industry. I mean, he's done like some fantastic stuff. Also, the kind of films that he made. I don't think we make those kinds of films anymore.
Yeah, we don't.
I don't think tragedies are a thing anymore.
Yeah.
And there's a certain beauty in that which doesn't exist in most cinema today. I'd say at least in mainstream cinema today. But I find it lovely.
Lovely. Love stories or action films?
Ooh, good films. I think good films, yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
The last word is the future. The future.
Fingers crossed. Let's see what happens.
Wow.
I'm excited for the work that I am doing, and let's see where it takes us.
Where it takes us. It's always exciting to talk to someone when they're just starting off. I always believe that it's the most special of interviews. And hopefully we'll get chances to talk, down the road. But for right now, Junaid, मेरे शो पर आने के लिए, हमसे बातें करने के लिए बहुत-बहुत शुक्रिया.
Thank you.
I hope that was fun for you.
Bilkul shukriya. Thank you. I've had a great time.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Junaid Khan, and I just had a lovely chat with Road Dogs about my film Maharaj. If you did like it, please like and subscribe to the channel.
Just to fill me, just to fill me.